who read out what I would call a very alarming statement. Alarming because Council of Governors has been entrusted with national revenue resources that are disbursed to the counties. In fact, I am surprised because most of the governors that we have are people who are very well educated, very well schooled, who have been given an opportunity to serve counties in this republic. And they very well know that the Senate serves to protect the interests of the counties in line with Article 96. I'm also very sure that governors know that Senate determines allocation of national revenue among counties. And this is very well provided in Article 217, and Senate exercises oversight of a national revenue that has been allocated to the counties. Honorable Speaker, what is shocking is, in the current financial year, a whopping sum of 415 billion has been disbursed to the counties or is in the course of being disbursed to the counties. And Speaker, the PAC committee, the Senate Public Accounts Committee, is mandated under Article 229 to carry out the work of oversight over how those resources are being spent within the counties. Let me therefore say, with this kind of resource disbursed to the counties, it was shocking, it was alarming, that the only tackle the chair of Council of Governors could give to Senate and to the public of in the Republic of Kenya was to question and allude that there are some senators who are extorting them. I would not deny, neither would I admit. But I would have said, if they have legal personnel in those counties and within the Council of Governors, did they not bother to give more information to the public? Because corruption has riddled our country, and it is important for leadership to take responsibility for statement issued, especially at that level. If a governor has been extorted by senators, do they know the names of the people who extorted them? Do they know the names of the senators? If they do, did they give the money they were being extorted? How much did they pay? What was the source of the money they paid to the senators? Have they reported to EACC or to any other agency of extortion that is existing within that committee? It would also be sad to think that the committee would be extorting. But what I would say, is this the most responsible reaction to a problem if there exists one? I would say this: if the Council of Governors is very serious about the claim and the allegation of extortion, offer more evidence, report to the right desk, seek for support and help. And for the governors, have they paid that money? If they have, why don't you come out and say, I've given 2 million to A, 10 million to B, and this is my support on how I have done that. But to give a statement of that nature, I hope it will not end here, but there will be more accountability. Now, the recourse they have gone for, that they will boycott this committee, which is dispensing its constitutional mandate, is that the response that they should have had to the problem that they were experiencing, if at all? I believe this is a wrong approach. First of all, it is denigrating to the Senate. It shows lack of respect for our constitutional institution. This is Parliament. If governors think they can treat Senate like that, how would they like it if, when they are brought impeachment proceedings here, senators decide they'll issue a statement that anybody who comes before Senate accused of any offenses, gross misconduct, or whatever it is they have done, abuse of office,
give one minute.
How would they like it if Senate decided to act against the Constitution and decided to say any governor who comes for impeachment before Senate will be found guilty without any trial? Would that be a proper recourse for Senate? I want to put it to the chair of Council of Governors, from wherever he's watching, because I know you watch Senate, that the statement he has given is equivalent to if Senate took law into their hands and decided every governor who comes here is already guilty before any explanations or before any form of a trial. So I want to say this. If you are summoned by PEC and you do not appear as a governor, you know what that means. Either you have no explanation or you do not want to account for public resources, and that already speaks into your conduct in how you most likely handled the resources. You don't have that option. There will be consequences from the Senate. So the best thing is, if you are summoned, don't take the group mentality that you will not appear, because when it becomes an issue of being responsible to answer to those summons, you'll be held personally responsible for any summons that you do not.
Next is Senator Kale Nyam. Okay. That's the end of the comments on the statement by the Speaker. So let's go to the next order, Clerk.
Order number 8, the Public Service Internship Bill, National Assembly Bills number 63 of 2022, first reading. A bill for an act of parliament to make provision for internship of college and university graduates in the public sector, to provide for hands-on training and acquisition of skills by graduates and for connected purposes.
Next order.
Order number 9, the Basic Education Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 59 of 2023, first reading. A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Basic Education Act and for connected purposes.
Next order. Honorable Senators, from order number 10, order number 11, no, sorry, order number 11. I've looked at all these business. The motions are bills, and I can see none of the movers is around. So we'll come to the end of today's session. Canalize. Honorable Senators, there being no other business on the order paper, the Senate stands adjourned until Tuesday, 17th February 2026 at 2:30 p.m.